Welcome back to 6 and 6, where we cover 6 stories from around the world in 6 minutes or less. With that said, start your timer. We begin today again in Brazil, where the Supreme Court has elected Justice Edson Finchen as the new Chief Justice starting in 2025, with Justice André de Moraes serving as Deputy Chief Justice. This leadership transition comes at a critical time for Brazil's judiciary, marked by significant political tensions and challenges to democratic institutions. The new leadership is expected to play a pivotal role in addressing complex legal issues and maintaining the balance of government powers. From Reuters, quote, the Supreme Court's leadership change represents a crucial moment for Brazil's judicial system, with Justice Finchen and Justice de Moraes positioned to navigate complex legal and political challenges. Their appointment signals a commitment to preserving democratic processes and addressing critical institutional concerns. Next, we go across the Atlantic to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where one of their most famous cobalt mines is deeply intertwined in an armed conflict, with local militias controlling mining regions and imposing taxes on workers. Tech companies inadvertently fuel this cycle by purchasing cobalt essential for lithium-ion batteries, despite the harsh and exploitative conditions faced by artisanal miners. The demand for rechargeable batteries in smartphones, laptops, and electronic vehicles perpetuates regional instability and human rights challenges. From Reuters, quote, cobalt is one of the key metal compounds in lithium-ion batteries, indispensable in smartphones, laptops, and electric cars. The demand for such devices has surged, with consumers and companies increasingly prioritizing sustainable energy solutions. However, such demand has dire ramifications in regions like the Congo, where the world's richest cobalt reserves are often accessed through labor and processes that can be inhumane. Next, we travel to North America, where the Bank of Canada is meeting, and their minutes have revealed a nuanced perspective on potential interest rate hikes, with policymakers divided on the approach to managing persistent inflation. While there is a consensus for maintaining a hawkish stance, some officials are cautious about the potential economic cooling effects of aggressive rate increases. The bank emphasized the importance of closely monitoring incoming economic data to guide future monetary policy decisions. From Reuters, quote, the revealed minutes from the recent BOC meeting illustrate a significant divide among the bank's policymakers. Moving forward, the BOC has emphasized the importance of adaptability and stressing that any decision will be heavily data dependent, end quote. Next, we go to Hong Kong, where J-pop idol Kenshin Kiyomura was found guilty of indecent assault in Hong Kong after a court case involving allegations of inappropriate behavior in a local club. The conviction highlights the judicial system's commitment to addressing sexual misconduct regardless of the perpetrator's celebrity status. This case has sparked broader discussions about consent, power dynamics, and accountability in the entertainment industry. From Reuters, quote, the judge found the victim's testimony to be clear and convincing, citing her courage to come forward as an influential factor in the conviction. The case has energized public debates about celebrity behavior and judicial processes in handling cases involving renowned figures, end quote. Next, we go to Origin Energy, which has reported a 26% increase in annual profits of about 1.05 billion Australian dollars, driven by high energy prices and strong recovery in the LNG business. Despite financial success, the company faces regulatory challenges and remains committed to renewable energy investments. The profit surge reflects both the company's adaptability and strategic focus on future sustainability. From Reuters, quote, the Origin's strong financial performance over the past year underscores our adaptability and strategic investments in critical infrastructure and technology, said Origin Energy CEO. We are operating in an ever-evolving environment where regulatory challenges can be swift and have substantial impacts on our operations and profitability. And finally, we go to Europe, where Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky claimed he warned current U.S. President Donald Trump about Russian President Vladimir Putin's bluffing tactics in 2025. Zelensky emphasized that Putin exploits global tensions to expand Russia's influence and urged global leaders to maintain a strong, united front stance against Russian aggression. From Reuters, quote, Putin often exaggerates his military strengths and readiness to incite fear and compel others to yield to his demands. While concerned elements of the Russian threat are real, Many others are bluffing, believe he's bluffing, in trying to achieve strategic concessions without actual conflict, end quote. And of course, if you want to read any of today's articles in their entirety, you can find all of them linked in the description below that like and subscribe button. Also down there, you can find the podcast on Spotify, Pocket Cast, Podvine, as well as the Twitter handle at Your Daily Flip, where I post links to all of these episodes on Tuesday and Thursday, and the main podcast on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So with all that said, there's only one more thing to say. Stay safe. Don't die.